Guys, I am completely obsessed with production, and I almost look at getting things done as like a science all on its own, and it has its own psychology. So, for example, procrastination is a killer of all production. And the craziest thing is, if you have 10 hours to get something done, you feel like you only don't have that sense of urgency, that time under tension, until hour 10, until you feel like you're going to be late. So, what is it inside of everybody, basically, okay, that makes them procrastinate to feel like they have more time? And then when time's almost up, that's when you begin to do it. So, here's my solution to kill it, to kill procrastination and to be victorious with production. Okay, what you do is you make a list. Okay, and the second that you're free, the second that you're ready and you have free time to start working on it, if you have 5 hours or 10 hours, look at that list. If you had 10 things to do or one, and there's just something about checking stuff off in a box. Okay, you look at the list, and when you hit that check mark, most people do a check mark when you're done. But here's the trick. It sounds stupid, but try it out. Put a check mark before something is done, and then at the other side of it, whatever that thing that you wrote, when it's done, make a second check mark. When you check that thing, that is your body telling your mind, we are starting this task right now. And you don't get to check that second box until you're done. You see, everybody knows what a checklist is, but there's only usually one check. And it's these small little mental tricks that you can do that will help you to get shit done. And that's what I'm all about. If I have 10 hours of something, I have a list of things or one big thing, and you also put it in order of priority and whatnot, but you have a line, then the goal, and then after the goal, a second line or a box, a line or a box, whatever, right? You check it the second that you're free to be able to work on that. And the second you check it, that's your mind telling your body, it's go time. It's time to go. I'm going to have a great workout at the gym. I'm going to do jiu-jitsu. I'm going to do judo. I'm going to work on my writing for comedy. I'm going to kill it. I'm going to destroy it. Bye-bye procrastination. You're done. Okay? If you start doing that, I guarantee you, you're going to put your day into a whole other gear of motivation. Okay? You're going to start to notice that you have more free time. And then you're going to have to, you know what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to make another list. Okay? In my house, I have a creative studio. It is a place that I do all of my comedy. It is a place that I study judo and wrestling and jujitsu and get smarter. It's where I work on stocks for the stock market, okay? And I have tons of these notebooks, okay? And that's why on my last podcast I talked about why journaling is such a good thing, right? Because you might have a really successful day or you have a life lesson, so why not write it down? That's a form of doing it, okay? That's not a checklist. That's like a post fact lessons learned kind of thing. And you can write it down, or if you want to make a mental note of it, make a video of it. Make a private YouTube video series, even if you want, right? I don't want to procrastinate from what the old video was in this one, but my point is this. Journaling stuff down when you have successful days, or even days that were less successful, taking those lessons learned, you should catalog them. You should note them. And that's what my last podcast was about, okay? My last episode. This one is all about the right now, getting stuff done. And it starts with preparation. You take your checklists and you get everything done, but make sure you have a space before the activity and after the activity. If you do that, I promise you, it will be a game changer, bro. A game changer. I promise you. Okay. Now, if you want to take it one step further, you could also have a notebook that is dedicated to medium, short term, longer term goals, such as quarterly, uh, annually, right? Maybe even like a few years or 5 years or long term goals. Okay. But it's important that you always reflect on these every single day. These short term, these daily, these mid year, long term, every single day. So your eye is always on the prize. Okay. Because the last thing that you want to do in life is think that you have more time to get something done before the end of the sunlight, meaning like the day is end, right? At the end of the day. I am a big believer. I'm a big believer that nothing good happens after 10 p.m. as far as like production goes. If I have to do the dishes or something like that, I don't have to get that much mental energy, right, to do it. So I put everything ahead of it, and then I do my cleaning and everything last. Does that mean that my cleaning might take a back seat? Yeah, it does. I'm being honest with you, all right? Um, but my production is through the roof. Of course, I do my cleaning and stuff like that, but I also feel like I have zero mental energy, creativity first thing in the morning. So if it's first thing in the morning or late at night, that's when I'm doing this stuff where I'm kind of mindless. You know what I mean? Those tasks that I just don't want to pay attention to because I need to pay attention when someone is trying to attack me, to choke me in jiu-jitsu and judo and wrestling, right? When I'm on stage, I have to have my material, like a sword. It has to always be sharp and I have to be able to prepare. I have to always rehearse, right? And my daily to-dos, like this podcast, okay, like going out and exercising, have a check before, have the goal written, and have a check after. If you do that, I guarantee you, you're going to level up in life. Try it out. Check it out. I'm Benja Well Done. Peace.